Turn my swag on!
Yeah, you look.
Come on, Johnny!
You look very Americanized. You look very.
Turn my swag on!
Yeah, I don't know the words. Drop me a little bit.
Soldier boy!
If they can only see how you're trying to dance. Stop. Just stop. Just place it. Don't, man. Don't do that.
KUGAN, CASSIUS, iPhone TV, MTK Global. I'm here in LA, Venice Beach. Johnny Nelson. It's all going off.
You know what? I've been to LA a few times. I've never been to the beach. Ever. It's the first time ever. And it's like, damn. I now understand.
I can tell you haven't been to the beach. You look like you're going on safari with Chef.
What do you mean? That's how you dress, isn't it? I'm like, beach attire. Get the chesticle out. Hey.
Johnny, for the last week or so, all I've seen is these stories about your bollocks being fucking going to like coconuts and shit. Can you explain the story? What's going on?
Talk about taking things out of proportion. Big proportion. Basically, we were all talking about something else, so I said if I drink too much coffee, I'll ball swallow. That's it. Just one of them. Just one. If I drink too much coffee. I went to the doctor years ago and he said just don't drink coffee. But that was it. Next minute, in had a paper. Like it's a big deal. So that's all.
See, I think this is strategically done by you, yeah? To let certain gal and that know that, you know, feed me the coffee. Feed Johnny the coffee.
You know what? You know, actually, it became that. I was very matter of fact about it because it's like, it's old news. It's no big deal. But when I start walking like that, just shaking my leg out, you know, I've had a bit of coffee, like, yo. But a lot of people are offering me coffee now. I don't know why. I don't know where that's come from.
All right, okay, we cleared that up then. Give Johnny Nelson coffee and you see the magic happen.
That's right.
Johnny, KSI, Logan Paul. This is headlining a professional card at the Staples Center this week. You on board with it?
You know what? At the end of the day, our sport, and I know people are saying, the purists will say, nah, it's not right. You've got two novices that are having their careers back to front. So as you get into boxing as a novice, nobody knows who you are, nobody cares who you are. There's probably not people in the arena when you're boxing. These guys have got the fame, they've got the fortune, but they haven't got the experience. So they're doing it back to front. So therefore, they're going to be criticised for everything they do. But they're also going to realise you can't play boxing. So in reality, you know, you've got 10-ounce gloves, no head guards on. It's going to hurt. You ain't got the 12-ounce guns on there like the last time in a head guard. This is going to hurt. And the crowd that are there are going to see the difference between elite and novice. And these guys understand, you know, how hard it is. I know JJ, KSI is talking about having a professional career afterwards. And before, when this all started out, he called out Jake Paul, he called out Logan Paul, he called out Rio Ferdinand, you know, call out anybody and everybody. But you can play at that. But in reality, if you want to do this as a career, you've got to commit your life and soul to it. You've got to be ready to neglect everything. So I think on Saturday night, I think both guys will realise it's a lot of hard work, this boxing game. And so unless you get somebody of your level that you can dance with, that you can fight with, then you're all right. But I think now that it's 10-ounce gloves, no head guard, I think it's gonna be a harsh lesson learned, but good for our sport because there's that crossover appeal. I'm just curious about the crowd because last time when he boxed in Manchester, it was full of kids. It was like a quake. In Manchester, it was mad. And you walk in the streets and all the kids are saying, you know, KSI, you know, Logan is up. And I'm like, if I'm honest, I didn't know who these boys were a year and a half ago. But you've got to give it to them. Now they've turned it around, they've created such a circus. And you've got world champions on the undercard, Haney and Saunders. And as an ex-fighter, would I be bothered if these boys are headlining? Nah. Because we understand it, we get it. You know, and I don't think either boys are either. It's a chance for the fans to see what they're capable of doing.
Johnny, when you hear Logan Paul says he's going to become heavyweight world champion and talk like that, what goes through your head?
Well, he's just trying to sell it. It's a build to the fight. Let's hear him say this after Saturday night. You know,
but even if he wins after Saturday night, I mean, he's talking about becoming heavyweight world champion.
He won't say it after Saturday night. It's about selling it. It's about putting bums on seats. It's about creating some kind of controversy, and get us to discuss it and think, really, can he do that? He ain't gonna do that because he knows it's hard, and so it's just hot air. It's hot air. Let these boys fight, let them have a little wrestle, a little tussle, push and a pull. And then, we'll talk about if they come out with any, mad rants afterwards, like I want to back X, Y, Z. We'll find it afterwards. But as I said, you can't play boxing. You've got to be in it for the long haul.
But Johnny, you're saying wait till after Saturday. What realistically changes after Saturday?
What I'm saying is they're not going to say that after Saturday. They're saying this in the build up to this Saturday. So after Saturday, it's like you forget that. I was lying yesterday. You know what I mean? They don't mean it. And so JJ said it as well. I'm going to fight. I want to fight afterwards. You can't play this game. It takes too much time and commitment. And these boys are little millionaires now. So why would they put themselves in such a position to be? Because remember, the loser of this is going to get hammered on every level, and it means his YouTube career. Every time they talk about him, this boy's going to get memed. So they'll get a clip of one of them saying, yeah, I'm going to knock him out. Next minute, if he's being knocked out, boom, he's stiffed up. They're going to get absolutely hammered. So it's reputation, it's ego that's on the line here for their other career. And so that's what's on the line. It's not about just getting beat up in the ring. It's about ego. You're going to get hammered by everybody that interacts with you on YouTube. You got knocked out. You got beat up. You're no good. That's what's going to burn. And I'll tell you, as a fighter, if you're not used to getting that kind of criticism and pressure, it hurts. These are boys. They've never been in that kind of stew before. They drew the last time, and now someone's going to lose, and someone's probably going to get knocked out. I agree with Eddie. And I think that the loser is going to be hellfire for the loser.
I'm going to throw this in here, right? These guys' profile, obviously, unbelievably off the scale. They're more famous than a majority of boxers that we have in Britain, yeah?
In their world.
Yeah, in their world, obviously, yeah? Profile-wise, they're on it, yeah? But I suppose I've seen a few kind of boxers that have kind of on the midway scene, if you like, not quite at British level, still relying on sponsorships, 2 or 3 fights a year, not really kind of making a living out of it. Some of them have got other jobs. Can you see why guys like that would have a problem with guys like KSI, Logan Paul coming and headlining a show like this?
Sometimes you go to a fight and you've got some kids that are novices that sells. Oh, sorry, where were we? We're in Newcastle. Where were we? Liverpool. A young kid. He's only had 4 fights. He sold loads of tickets.
Joseph Laws?
Yeah, man. He sold loads of tickets, and he'll probably only go so far. But he sold loads of tickets. Now KSI and Logan Paul are sell loads of tickets, and so the reason why it's out here, the reason why there's so much attention, because these boys sell loads of tickets. So you can't resent that. You can't resent it because it's not saying they're better than you. It means they just sell loads of tickets. That's it. So you've got to accept the situation. Would Haley be fighting this Saturday? Would Saunders be fighting this Saturday at the Staples Centre if these guys weren't involved? No, it might have been a different location. But what I'm saying is you can't resent them for what they've achieved, because it's just 6-7 years of YouTubing to build that fan base, to build up that interest, to build up that intrigue. So you can't knock them. You just got to swallow it. But most of the fans that will watch this, remember when it was streamed when they did their press conference, are not boxing fans. As a fighter, you think everybody's into boxing. Step outside of boxing, we're that big. And so these guys are proving that. So it's something new to us, because we're now introduced to that YouTube world, and these youngsters running about saying, "Oh my God, do you know Logan Paul? Do you know KSI?" I'm like, what? We're just old school, man.
Coming up very, very soon.
It should be an interesting week anyway. So yeah, we're at Venice Beach. Just look at that, man. Look out there.
Beautiful. I've got one of those mad ones out there again. So you watched Canelo at the weekend. Guess what I think? He's going to step up and say, yo, give me a piece of that. Or throw his hat in the mix. I think Ward.
Excuse me, Andre Ward.
I think, don't be surprised if he starts thinking, I might have some of this. I might have some of that. Conversations start rolling. Don't be surprised. When I watched that I can see Ward fancy a bit of that. Mad money, mad fight. Yeah, see, what were we saying? What were we saying?
No, I was just saying, sometimes, yeah, you say some really out there foolishness, like
today?
Mental stuff, yeah. But sometimes you get it nailed on.
I am. That's right. I just think it. I just think that, the zone putting some mad fights on. So I think that is something that could possibly be thrown into the ring. I would not be surprised. and it'd be a wicked fight. You're reading something and not even talking to him, man. That's so rude. It's like sending a text when you're through a conversation.
No, he was showing me something. He was showing me something.
Was that dirty text?
No, he was showing me something. It's not for you though, really. You ain't really gonna know about this.
All right. All right. Don't do that. But I'm gonna video you doing that stupid dance, and I'll post it out. They'll understand what you're doing.
Just that. Johnny Nelson, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and we will catch you real soon.